So, good morning, students. Welcome to online classes, Sri Chaitanya PU College. Yesterday, we are discussing about the refraction at spherical surface and a small introduction for lens also given. What is meant by lens I defined. Now, let us consider a problem on refraction at spherical surface. Daily one or two problems and then concept. So, there is a spherical surface. There is a sphere. The light rays are coming from infinity, from an object. Object is at infinity. This is the rarer medium. Refractive index N1 is equal to 1. I don't know the refractive index of that is the sphere. We have to find out that is equal to N. Object is at infinity. The light rays are coming, falls parallel onto the glass surface. After refraction at the first surface, the light rays are going to meet exactly at the point B. The radius of curvature of the sphere is 10 centimeters. Radius of curvature. Then you are asked to find out the refractive index of the sphere. So what is the given problem? Object is at infinity. Light rays are coming from the object, falls on the sphere, parallel to the principal axis. Parallel to the principal axis or parallelly. After refraction, they will meet at point B, where point B is the opposite point along the diameter. Radius of curvature is given as 10 centimeters. Rarer medium is 8. That is N1 is equal to 1. Denser medium is the sphere. You are asked to find out the radius of curvature of the sphere. That is R value given. You are asked to calculate N, refractive index of the sphere. How to proceed? First, write down the given data. So U value is equal to infinity. R value plus 10 centimeters. Plus 10 centimeters. Then what is given? N1 value 1. N2 value we have to find out. V value is also given. V value. What is V value given? So from the first surface, the distance of the point B is V. So from here to here, 10 centimeters. From here to here, 10 centimeters. Then what is the V value? V value is equal to 20 centimeters. That is also plus. This is the pole of the spherical surface. From here to here, the distance is V. U value is infinity. V is nothing but diameter. Diameter is nothing but 2R. 2R is equal to 20 centimeters. Now the light ray is traveling from which medium to which medium? Rarer medium to denser medium. The refraction will take place only at the first surface. There is no refraction at the second surface of the sphere because it is exactly at the pole of the second surface. Now the light ray is traveling from rarer medium to denser medium. So we know the formula. When the light ray travels from rarer to denser and refraction takes place at a spherical surface, what is the formula? That is N2 by V minus N1 by U is equal to N2 minus N1 by R. Substitute the values. N2 value we don't know, that is N. V value 20 minus N1 value 1 u value infinity 1 by infinity is equal to n minus 1 divided by 20 centimeters. 20 centi r value 10 centimeters. So n2 by v minus n1 by u is equal to n2 minus n1 by r. n2 value unknown, n, v value 20, n1 value 1, u value infinity. Once again, n minus 1 divided by r value 10. 1 by infinity 0. So n by 20 is equal to n minus 1 by 10. So 10 ones, 10 twos. So n by 2 is equal to n minus 1. Minus 1 comes to this side, n by 2 goes to that side. N minus n by 2 is equal to 1. N by 2 is equal to 1. So n is equal to 2. The refractive index of the sphere is 2. A problem on refraction at spherical surface. What is the problem? Sphere of refractive index m, light rays are coming parallel, falls onto the sphere. After refraction, they will meet at point B, the other end of the diameter of the sphere. Radius of curvature of the sphere 10 centimeters. And also n1 value 1, rarer medium is A. You are asked to calculate the refractive index of the sphere. U value infinity, R value 10, n2 value we have to find out. And also n1 value 1, V value 20. Sir, how the V value is 20? The refraction is taking place at first surface. From the pole to the point B, the distance is nothing but V. It is equal to 2R. 2 into 10, that is equal to 20 centimeters. Now the light ray is traveling from where to where? Rarer medium to denser medium. The refraction takes place only at the first surface. Therefore, n2 by v minus n1 by u is equal to n2 minus n1 by r. Substitute the values. Then we will get n value is equal to how much? That is equal to 2. The refractive index of the material of the sphere is 2. Now let us go to one more problem. Refraction at a spherical surface only. Refraction at the spherical surface only. There is a sphere. Refractive index 3/2 made of glass. Refractive index of the sphere 3/2 made of glass, that is equal to 1.5. The surrounding medium, rarer medium, is air medium. The refractive index is 1. Radius of the sphere 10 centimeters. R is equal to 10 centimeters. An object is kept at a distance of object 30 centimeters from the first surface. 30 centimeters from the first surface. The refraction takes place. You have to calculate the final image formed due to the entire sphere. What is the problem? Given problem. There is a glass sphere. Refractive index of the glass 3/2, that is 1.5. It is kept in air medium. Rarer medium refractive index, that is equal to 1. Radius of curvature or the radius of the sphere 10 centimeters. Object is kept, point object, at a distance of 30 centimeters from the first surface. You are asked to calculate the final image formed by the sphere. Final image formed by the sphere means first refraction takes place at first surface. Refraction at first surface. Then refraction takes place at second surface. Refraction at second surface. Final image will be formed. Final image. The image formed due to the first surface will becomes object for the second surface. Let us consider A, B, C and D. A, B, C is the first surface. A, B, C is the first surface. Second surface, A, D and C is the second surface. A, D, C is the second surface. We have to find out the final image due to the entire sphere. First, we have to calculate the image formed by the first surface A, B, C. That image will act as object for the second surface A, D, C. Near the first surface A, B, C, light rays traveling from rarer to denser. Rarer to denser. So I will use the formula N2 by V minus N1 by U is equal to N2 minus N1 divided by R, because light rays traveling from rarer medium to denser medium. We will get the image V value. That V value will act as object for the second surface. It is in what medium? Denser medium. Now the light ray travels from denser medium to rarer medium in case of second surface. Finally, the image will be formed in the rarer medium. Since near the second surface, the light ray travels from denser medium to rarer medium, what is the formula for refraction at spherical surface? N1 by V minus N2 by U is equal to N2 minus N1 by minus R, because light rays traveling from denser medium to rarer medium. Observe the difference. Near the first surface, light ray travels from rarer to denser. That's why N2 by V minus N1 by U is equal to N2 minus N1 by R. The image formed at the first surface will becomes object for the second surface. Final image will be formed due to the entire sphere, because the light ray is traveling from denser medium to rarer medium at the second surface. Second surface. Then we have to use N1 by V minus N2 by U is equal to N2 minus N1 by minus R. Minus R. Now what is N1 value? Here I will write N1 is equal to how much? N1 is equal to 1. N2 value 3 by 2 R 1.5. U value minus 30. First surface, because this is the pole. Behind the pole, the distances are negative. In front of the pole, the distances are positive. The object is present behind the pole. So minus 30. And V value, we have to find R value 10 centimeters. By substituting, we will calculate V value. That will become object for the second surface. Second surface. So N2 value 3 by 2. We don't know V. Minus N1 value 1. Minus 30. Minus into minus plus 30 is equal to 3 by 2 means 1.5. N2 minus N1 1.5 minus 5 0.5 divided by 10. Divided by 10. This comes out to be 3 by 2V is equal to 5 by 100. 5 by 100 is 1 by 20. This plus goes to that side, minus 1 by 30. 1 by 30. So 3 by 2V. 3 by 2V is equal to 1 by 60. LCM 600. Numerator 30 minus 20. That is 10. 10 by 600. That is 1 by 60. So V value is equal to 3 by 2 into 60. This comes out to be 90 centimeters. So the image due to the first surface will be at a distance of 90 centimeters from the pole of the first surface. Now this will act as object for the second surface. Second surface. This is the second surface. This is the pole. Imagine P2. This is P1. P1. So from the first surface, it is at what distance? 90. From the first surface. From here to somewhere. Here. Imagine I dash. 90. So from here to here 90. From here to here how much? 90 minus 20. Here to here 20. So therefore, in this case, what is the U value? U value is equal to minus 70. P1 to image is 90 centimeters. But that will act as a object for the second surface. So this from I dash to P2. What is the distance? 90 minus 20. Why 20? This distance is 20. Diameter. So U value now minus 70. Where is the object? Denser medium. So N2 value 3 by 2. N1 value 1. V value question mark. R value as it is 10 centimeters. R value 10 centimeters. How we got 70 centimeters? U. From here to here 90. From here to here 20. From here to here object distance 90 minus 20. That is 70. Now substituting this formula, we will get the final image. So 1 by V, because N1 value 1, V minus 3 by 2 into minus 70 plus into 70 is equal to 0.5 by minus 10. R value minus 10. So 1 by V plus 3 by 140 is equal to minus 1 by 20, because already calculated 0.5 by 10, 1 by 20. Bring this minus, that is plus 1 by 3 by 140 onto that side. So 1 by V is equal to minus of 1 by 20 plus 3 by 140 minus of, because both are minus, I took minus common. LCM 140. LCM 140. Then what I will get? That is equal to minus 10 divided by 140. 0, 0 cancels. So V is equal to what? Final image. V is equal to 14 centimeters. Final image. 14 centimeters. From where? Minus 14 or plus 14 I got? Minus 14. So therefore, somewhere here from P2, 14 centimeters. This is the final image. The position of the final image due to refraction through the complete sphere. Complete sphere. Slightly lengthy calculations in refraction at spherical surface. So first we took the refraction at the first surface ABC. We calculated the image distance. This will become object for the second surface. Then we calculated the final image. The final image will be at a distance of 14 centimeters from the second pole. 14 centimeters. So this is one problem on refraction at spherical surface. We will go to one more problem, different model. So next problem, problem number 3, which includes the two concepts. What are the two concepts? One, refraction at spherical surface. The second one, normal shift. Normal shift. This is a glass slab. So N value 1.5 or N2. Here N1, 1. Refractive index of air, 1. Radius of curvature of this spherical surface, 10 centimeters. As usual, I will take the same data so that R value 10 centimeters. An object is kept on the principal axis at a distance of 30 centimeters from the surface. Object. I want final image due to this entire system. What is given in the problem? It is a glass slab. The length of the glass slab 120 centimeters. 120 centimeters. Refractive index of the glass 1.5. Refractive index of A column 1. Radius of curvature of the spherical surface 10 centimeters. Object distance 30 centimeters. Total length of the glass slab 120 centimeters. Now you are asked to find out the position of the final image. Final. First, at this case, refraction takes place. Image will be formed. Image. Let us consider the image is formed here. Suppose then this is denser medium. This is rarer medium. Here what will take place? Normal shift will take place. Because object is in the denser medium, observer is in the rarer medium. So normal shift will take place. So here in this problem, two concepts are included. Here the refraction at first surface, refraction at spherical surface. Second one is nothing but normal shift. First we will calculate refraction at spherical surface. What are given? N1, N2, R, U. Calculate V. N1 value 1, N2 value 1.5, U value -30, R value 10. You are asked to suppose to calculate first V value. Light ray is traveling from rarer to denser. Light ray traveling from rarer to denser. Then which formula we can apply? N2 by V minus N1 by U is equal to N2 minus N1 by R. N2 value 3 by 2, V minus 1 minus 30 is equal to 0.5 by 10. I think already we calculated this value. That's why I took this data. So what value I got? V is equal to 90 centimeters. The image due to refraction at the first surface. Second surface is also that, but it is not curved surface. It is flat surface. Plain, flat. So the image is formed at 90 centimeters. This is V. Now this will act as object for this surface. What is the object distance now? 120 minus 90. This comes out to be 30 centimeters. Normal shift formula. Where is the object? In denser medium. Where is the observer? Observer in a rarer medium. If the object is in the denser medium and observer is in the rarer medium, what is the normal shift formula? N is equal to T dash, T by T dash. Refractive index is equal to real depth by apparent depth. Then what is apparent depth? T by N. What is T value now? This is T value. How much? 30 divided by N value. Refractive index of denser 1.5. That is 3 by 2. So 3 ones, 3 tens. So T dash is equal to 10 into 2. That is 20. Now it appears to be 10 centimeters shifted. This is the final image. Due to the entire system. Due to the entire system, this is the final image. At what distance from this surface? From this surface, 20 centimeters. From this surface, 20 centimeters. Final image due to the entire system. This is one problem where refraction at spherical surface and also normal shift is included. Normal shift. Some more problems we can take. This is the spherical surface. Here, instead of flat surface, we can take a mirror. Concave mirror, convex mirror. Once again, we have to apply the mirror formula. 1 by F is equal to 1 by V plus 1 by U. Then we will calculate the final image. Final image. Now we will go to the lens. We will go to the lens part. So lens is a device. Lens is a device where the refraction takes place. Mirror is a device where the reflection will take place. What is the difference between mirror and the lens? In case of mirror, reflection will take place. In case of lens, the refraction will take place. Refraction. In case of mirrors, real object and real image, they will lie on the same side. But in the case of lens, real object, real image, object will be on one side of the lens, image will be on the other side of the lens. In case of mirror, real object and real image will be on same side. But in case of lens, object will be on one side of the lens, image will be on the other side of the lens. What is meant by lens? A transparent medium which is bounded in between the two refracting surfaces, out of which one surface must be the spherical surface, the other surface may be spherical or may be flat surface. How to define a lens? Transparent medium bounded between the two surfaces, two refracting surfaces, out of which one must be spherical surface, the other one must be a flat surface, or it may be the curved surface. That is called as lens. Transparent medium means which allows the light to pass through it. Now, the types of lenses. Generally, the lens is of two types. Based on what? Based on the thickness. Based on the thickness. Near the middle, near the edges, the lenses are divided into two types. One is called as a convex lens. The other one is called a concave lens. Concave lens. Let's see how the convex and concave are formed. Let us imagine there are two spheres are there. Two spheres. This is one sphere. This is another sphere. The two spheres are intersecting with each other. Two spheres are intersecting with each other. The space where the two spheres are intersecting with each other is filled by means of a transparent medium. Then this is called convex lens. How to understand? Very easily. Convex. Two spheres. This is the first sphere. This is the second sphere. Maybe of same radii or different radii. These two spheres are going to intersect with each other. The space where the two spheres are going to intersect with each other is filled by the transparent medium. Then that will become a lens. That is a convex lens. Convex lens. This becomes one refracting surface. First refracting surface. This one. This is the second refracting surface. This is the part of the first sphere. First refracting surface. This is the part of the second sphere. Second refracting surface. In between these two surfaces, a transparent medium is filled. Here, this is the convex lens. One more method to identify convex lens. The middle part is thick. Near the edges, it is thin. Middle part of the lens is thick. Edges of the lens is thin. That lens is called convex lens. Now let us consider the two more spheres. The two more spheres may be of the same radii or different radii, but they are not intersecting, separated by certain distance. First sphere, second sphere, a small gap, separated by certain distance. That region is filled by medium. The gap between the two spheres is filled by means of the transparent medium. The gap between the two spheres is filled by means of the transparent medium. Then this lens becomes concave lens. One is the convex lens, the other one is the concave lens. What is the other method to identify the concave lens? See the middle part, very thin. See the edges, very thick. Therefore, the middle part is thin. The edges of the lens is thick. Just by touching the lens, we can identify whether it is convex lens or concave lens. How to understand the convex lens and the concave lens? Two spheres, imagine, of radii R1 and R2. They are intersecting with each other. The area where they are going to intersect with each other is filled by the transparent medium. That will become the convex lens. The middle part is thick. The near the edges, it is thin. Convex lens. Take the two spheres, hollow spheres. They are kept very near to each other, but they are not in contact. The space between them is filled with the transparent medium. Transparent. Then that will become a lens. Concave lens. The middle part is thin. Near the edges, it is thick. It is thick. That is concave. The convex lens is the convergent lens. Convergent. Why it is called convergent lens? After refraction. After refraction, the light rays really meet at a point. Really meets at a point. Coincides at a point. That's why convex lens is called convergent lens. Divergent lens. Concave. Concave lens is called divergent lens. Why it is called divergent lens? After refraction, if the light falls on this lens, after refraction, the light rays appears to meet, they diverge. The light rays does not meet really, appears to meet after refraction. That's why this lens is called divergent lens. Compare with mirrors. Concave mirror, convergent mirror. Convex mirror, divergent mirror. Here completely reverse. Convex, convergent. Concave, divergent. But we know very well, due to the convergent rays, what kind of image will be formed? Real image. Due to the divergent rays, what kind of image will be formed? Virtual image. Therefore, convex lens will form both real image and virtual image. virtual image based on the position of the object. Based on the position of the object, it will form both real images and the virtual images. The concave lens, because it is a divergent lens, after refraction, the light rays are going to diverge. It will form only virtual images. Virtual images. Real images can be caught on the screen. Virtual images cannot be caught on the screen. Cannot be caught on the screen. That's why in most of the derivation parts we use convex lens instead of concave lens. So therefore, what is meant by lens? What are the types of lens basically? Once again, here in this convex we have three types: biconvex, plano-convex, convexo-concave. Similarly, here also in this case of concave, once again three types: biconcave, that is the plano-concave, and the convexo-concave. Three types will be there. We will go in detail. First of all, try to understand this one. A lens, a transparent medium which is bounded in between the two refracting surfaces, out of which one surface, the spherical surface, the second surface may be spherical or the plane surface. Convex lens, concave lens, convergent lens, divergent lens, middle part thick, edges is thin, middle part thin, edges are thick. Convex will form both the real images and the virtual images, whereas concave lens forms, that is the virtual images. Virtual images. Now let us consider some important definition in the case of lens. What we saw in mirrors: pole of the mirror, radius of curvature, center of curvature, principal axis, the principal focus, focal length. Same in the case of lens also. The important definitions. The first one, optic center. First one, optic center. Second one, radius of curvature. Third one, center of curvature. Fourth one, principal axis. Fifth one, principal focus. Sixth one, focal length of the lens. Focal length. Seventh one, power of lens. 7 definitions. Then we will go to sign convection. We know the sign convection. All the distances measured in the direction of light ray are to be taken as positive. The distances measured opposite to the direction of light ray are taken as negative. All the heights above the principal axis are taken as positive. All the heights below the principal axis are taken as negative. Sign convections. for the measuring the distances. So some important definitions in the case of lens: optic center, radius of curvature, center of curvature, principal axis, principal focus, focal length, and the power of the lens. Tomorrow we will discuss all these things and we will move further. Thank you and have a good day.